Hey, let's go ahead and get the pause out of the way. Okay, welcome to Word from Your Mother, February 21st, 24. Oh, I didn't pay no attention to the rest of the other stuff. I am moving slow today. I was sick last night. And consequently, after it was all done and over, I went back to bed when I woke up several hours later than I usually do. And my back hurts. Oh. So anyway, here I am. I don't know what's up with my back. Hope y'all are having a good day. And all that stuff. And I'm just moving slow. I'm hoping that this livens me up. And my phone is crooked. I don't know what the hell's going on. And my hair is horrible. At least it's not all over my head. It is crooked. Okay. Now I'm worried about my hair. Oh, I need my fan. Yes. Okay. I guess we'll do some oracles. So, yeah, when I got up, it's like I'm having my period. Like I'm passing a blood clot the size of Texas, you feel me? I'm 56 years old. I haven't had my last, I had stopped, right? And then I'm diabetic and blah, 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 blah. Metformin gave me a year of periods after I had been stopped for a couple of years. And then, nothing. Right? Whatever. I feel fucking awful. And moody, too. I'm moody. And then full moon's coming up. I guess that's going to play a part. Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like having a period. That is crazy. I couldn't even identify this. It's been so long. And I'm not at all. But, wow. Oh, I got 3 of the animal cards here. Lucky you, person A. You've got acceptance, accepting people and loving them unconditionally. Retreat, stop the spin. And shame, bad dog, no biscuit. Aww. Aww. But he's a good dog. Well, stop letting it go on. Loving what is. Okay, there's something very profound there about letting go and knowing both your limits and other people's, because I don't know whose shame that is or what that shame is about. Healthy shame is what it says. It's healthy. And that's how you know your boundaries. Unhealthy shame is abuse. Watch what happens. Be the observer. Love unconditionally. Try to keep the balance. You have a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. And respect for both sides of an argument. That's also known as the devil's advocate. Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Yeah, try not to profit. Try not to profit off of anyone else's misfortune. Try not to profit off a person who has less than you. Do it on your own. Feel superior to no one. Release your need to feel superior by seeing the unfolding of spirit in everyone. Don't assess others on the basis of their appearance, achievements, and possessions. It's an old saw, but it is nonetheless true. We are all equal in the eyes of God. And this is this peacock. In the eyes of God. And a peacock. You know, angels are supposed to have, they're just lots of eyeballs and feathers. What kind of peacock do you think you are? Well, I guess that's pretty droll, actually, because it says feel superior to no one, and it's the same as saying you're no peacock. I discover more and more in these cards and the blue cards. The rest of the shit's just glitter. This sounds pretty serious. And it wants you you've got to accept that this is not going to work, and you've got to stop. It says retreat. Stop. It says stop the spin. There's a cat sitting in a dryer, but you have got to stop. You've got just trying over and 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 over to just will this thing into existence, whatever it is, and you have got to accept that that is not going to happen. And you see it as a failure, they're shaming that. You see it as you're a fool, they're shaming that. You see it as a reflection on you personally, and you see shame in that. Pick one. The answer to all three of them is to be kind to yourself and own it. Own what is and let the rest go. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? Is this going to stop you from being you for the rest of your life? Okay? If the shame that you're feeling is because this was your fault, okay? All you can do is learn from it. You cannot stay stuck there for the rest of your life. And the denial, even though you're la 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 la, inside you know, and it's shame that you're not dealing with. You've got to find a healthy way to feel your shame, and just don't just whip it out in the restaurant. Okay, pick your moment, and I'm not talking really about a moment with anyone else. Make time for yourself to consider these feelings and stop it, because every time God, it's just so hard to stop. You just can't stop. You can't. I feel you. I understand. You've got to step back. You've got to observe what happens. And love is there. There's love to balance the shame. There's love to support you while you feel the shame. And if it's love and peacekeeping and being humble. That's a very look, I got paranoid, critical, grumpy, bitchy, overworked, stressed, critically abusive over here, and then I got the detachment and the stepping back from a thing that's riding you like a pony, okay, and it's not working, okay, and then you detach. And in the act of stepping back, in comes love and peacekeeping and moderation and humility. Okay? So, detach. First of all, detach. Stop judging yourself or anyone else that you may have a mediator. Stop pointing out all the bad. Start pointing out the good. Even there's none. Okay, but just love. Point out the love. And step back. No judgment. Get a safe time and place, or just a conscious thought of what this shame you're feeling is about. You've got to stop this carnival, and you've got to step back so that you can see what this shame is. Because you're stuck there. And oh my God, I've gone through some shame. Toxic shame. There's toxic shame too. John Bradshaw is a wonderful man. I don't know if he's still alive. He wrote some books. Healing the Shame That Binds You. Check that out if you've a mind to. There's different levels of shame. There's that, on your cheeks, or you're like, oh, silly me, and then you go off and you've learned your lesson, and it never happens again. And there's innocence in that. That's totally healthy. And then there's taught to be responsible for other people. You carry their shame. There's real shame, grandiose, the martyr, the victim shame versus a real victim's shame. Make some time for yourself so that you can be alone and ask yourself these questions. But something crazy's got to stop. You've rode that bus to the end of the line. And even though you feel that there's no love in this world, when you stop and just detach, the love returns. And be humble. Plenty of other people are walking the same path you're walking. Help them. Your word is speckled. I'll just wait on that because I'm going to break it up. All right? Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. And we got, that's the truth. And have a little faith, because you're going to have to travel on faith a little bit because you cannot see the way. Okay? Because this feels bad. It feels bad. Be kind to yourself. When your thoughts get muddled, see, it's foggy here. You're on the path of truth, but it's getting foggy. When it gets foggy, slow down and just take a look around, okay? Because this is a steep set of stairs right here. Love is. And you don't want something unintended to happen. And you're going to find balance. And a visionary, I'm telling you, once you step back, your light is going to come back on. A visionary, mediator, humble, loving, wise goodness, okay? Which is not what all your loved ones are seeing right now. They're getting this, which is Jason, Psycho, and the Devil Wears Prada, unfortunately. Duality. Maybe the devil does wear Prada. I don't know. But, well, it's not duality. It's a visionary ability to balance duality, which is also peacekeeping and mediating, seeing both sides of the argument with love. And in order to do that, in order to deal with other people with love and not anger. Why is that flashing? Yeah, you got to detach. Especially if you're hot-headed, if you're... I don't know why that is flashing. I don't know. Anyway, this is pretty good. Detachment. Think outside of the box. You naturally find a balance. This is all natural to you. And whatever twist you've gotten yourself into right now is just you're more or less, you're definitely unrecognizable to your family. And if you looked in the mirror, who do you see? And it's Clover. This is summer. 19 is the 19, 10, 1. Springtime or high summer. Good times ahead. The lucky clover. Luck is on the way. You've got both the clover and the rabbit's foot, but please don't cut any of them off. This is all looking up. You've got to get a grip. You need a little tune up here. Maybe a little Night of the Dark Soul. Something you have desperately tried. A bad idea that you spent a whole lifetime making work because you felt you had to, or a role that you filled your entire life that doesn't fit you because you thought you had to please mommy, that doesn't work. Something you've spent a lifetime over and over and over doesn't work, and you won't accept it. You have to accept it, and there's shame about that. That's where you have to start. And luck is on your side. Luck is on your side, and you've got angels watching over you here. You just don't even know. And you're already, maybe you've got a little shine of your own, okay? That just hasn't been seen in a while. Let that shine out. And the word is speckled. Here we see, it looks like, Easter eggs. Can you hear my stomach? Sick as a dog. All right, definition, dotted. Speckled means dotted. The speckled alphabet pastries were decorated with colorful sprinkles and candy confetti. Whoever made these put a lot of thought into them. Synonyms: flecked, spotted, variegated. Antonyms: plain, speckled. Variegated is to be two, is to be dual, to the gray area. You're the one that finds the balance in the gray. All right? These are all little things that are just little things, but when you put them all, they're the things that break the camel's back as well, but that's not initially where I was going. This is you. I mean, this thing is all these pastries, somebody built it, right? Made it. There's many layers to that too. There's the cake, there's the frosting, and then there's the speckles there itself, and the whole thing takes an emotional intelligence, right? It takes a practical kind of intelligence just to get to the dots. And you do pretty good at it. And just be good at what you're good at. It's okay. You don't have to lose your mind You don't have to, just because you discover one thing is not true, does not mean that your entire lifetime is now meaningless. Every bit of the stuff that you learned matters. Every moment of your life matters. Because these are your dots. Yeah, your dots. And let's have a look here. I don't know either one of these. Lucky you, because one of them was Eminem. You don't want to hear that coming out of me, do you? And the other was The Cure. I don't know that at all. Okay? All right. Luck is on your side. Oh, my back, every time I even lean up. I took 3 of the giant turmeric pills I made, and some neem, and I got me some. That thing is still flashing. Let me make sure I'm plugged in. Uvula TV. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woke up with some big old Batman style raccoon eyes today. The likes of which have not been on me since 1975. No, I'm kidding. I was a kid then. But it was a long time. I did buy some mascara and stuff yesterday for this. For my vanity. But well, I just don't know. You know, I have a trimmer, and that's initially what stopped me from wearing makeup, because I used to wear makeup every day, quite a bit of it actually. And then just stopped. But I still have a trimmer. It's much better than it was. Most of my selfies, you'll see that I'm frowning. I can't help it. It's because I'm trying so hard to hold my hand still long enough to get a picture. It is not a frown. So much it is, I am concentrating. I am willing the trimmer to stop, because I can't get a picture. I can't. It's hard it's hard to do it. Every now and then, if I'm quick, like I can walk 1,000,000 miles, but I can't stand, right? But if I'm quick and I can just get the right angle, then it's all right. And then, there's the other part of me, the much bigger part of me, that simply does not give a fuck anymore. But I was inspired to buy makeup. What is the world coming to? Makeup and tablecloths. Spirit, I hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody's having a good day. What would you have us know today? Someone needs to know that they're loved, Spirit. Someone needs to know. The Hermit. Withdraw. I gotta tack his down somehow. I don't like not being able to slide the cards, and I can't. Community. Withdraw from the community. Because you're making yourself time. This is a card of the past. Perhaps this lifetime of it's not working. Four of Pentacles. Stop putting it all out there. Hold on to yourself. Stop repeating. Stop doing it over and over and over. You're called to something else. Something else calls you. You know that it's not working. Accept it. Accept that you are called elsewhere. You're not better than them. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean you're better than them. And you walk away from them, maybe you're too good to be. I'm too good for this shit. Not really. Here, sorry. I'm going to have to get rid of this tablecloth. You feel they let you down. You're too good for this shit. You'd rather blame them than accept your part in it. That it's not fucking working. There's something you won't accept. And you're blaming them and sidestepping it yourself because you feel ashamed. Feel like they let you down. Got a broken heart about it. But not as bad as it was. Maybe now you're ready to do that work. Maybe this ended a while back, but you haven't been able to let go of it. But it could just as easily be the mortgage, okay? It's where you are. And it's justice, okay? Justice. You withdrew from something that you kept going for a long, long time. And it was going before you. I mean, it was your parents' family and theirs before them, okay? Traditional, the way it is, the way everybody thinks, the way life is. You step back from it. It just wasn't doing it for you. I mean, it worked for a while. It was great for a while when you were young. But as you grew older, you outgrew these ideas and you kind of had thoughts different from them. And you were called to different things and you left. You feel called to different things and you left. You grew. This is about family down here. Called to different things and you left. Oh, were you angry? Called to different things and they kicked you out, made you leave. You feel abandoned. And it hurts, but you weren't really surprised. But you're still in this cup, okay? This cup that you're in is full of you. All right? You chose every bit of this because, well, you didn't choose for them to be against you. You didn't want them to be against you, but you're for you. And that made it okay. I got to be me, right? Yeah. Now you got the sun on the bottom. Let your sun shine. Let your light shine. Be you. Oh, this is what I was going to do too next time. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. All right. Oh, my back. It's my ovaries. It's my low back. It's like my kidneys. I don't know what's going on. But I need some fucking pampering, okay? I need it. Spirit just told me I was a fool. Stop being a fool. Alright. Yeah. And I moved this too. That's what it is. I made it too small. Yeah. Because it'll be on at 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Spirit. So we have, I guess, a young person striking out. Seems to be this story. A young person leaves home. Parents, the classic parent problems. You just don't believe in me. Do them all. Or just leaving home for the first time. This is my adventure. I'll do it my way. And then here come the calls from the jail cell. Mom, you were right. But so far it's the right thing to do for you, and you're headed in the right direction. It's time for you to strike out. It's time for you. Well, if this is a young person, where's this shame coming from? It's got to be from the parents. Except that you're not the kind of bird that your mom and dad wanted. Stop trying to be who you're not. Let your freak flag fly. I don't know what I'm totally against that. You gotta find a way to be okay with yourself, whatever this is. You got a little bit of brainwashing going on there too. But this is the brainwashing. It's brainwashing with good intent. It's not brainwashing, it's just how you learn to live, that you were taught. Okay? There is a line. And you grew. All these rules and guidances, the brainwashing that you grew up with, that was fine. But then you grew beyond it, and now it's something that you have detached from because you're not a child anymore, so you see it a little differently, and you're like, that don't make no sense. Okay? There's a little bit of that there, and you want to explore, you want to go see what you think. They don't support you because that's not their way, okay? And you feel, you're disappointed. You feel like it hurt you. You really put it, you can't believe that they didn't support you. Or that they're going to make you do it on your own. You feel someone has removed something from you that you are used to having. It's probably money. If you're going to move out, you're going to pay your own bills. If you're going to go live in that place, don't expect me to pay your electricity for you. Or, something, okay? It could very well be that. Okay. Yeah. Most of them seem to be this way. Okay. Withdrawn in your star. You're going to try. Oh. You withdrew. You're thinking about it. You're finding your way slowly. Okay? And you've detached a little bit, and now you're going to give yourself a second chance. You're going to love yourself. You're going to find peace with yourself. And you're going to come to find a rational, real self-image. Because this is, something's wrong here. And you need a positive self-image. Or your self-image is going to improve in a very real and positive way. Because to allow your second chance... See, you feel guilty if you give yourself a second chance like there are no second chances. It's almost like you expect to fail. You're never supposed to succeed. It's weird. It's kind of, can't quite make it, but actually you can if you allow yourself. And you're allowing yourself. You're seeing the potential in you again. And that makes you feel good about yourself, too. Hierophant. Yeah, you was trying to please somebody you have great respect for, but in a way that was not healthy for you. 5 of Cups. Yeah, an unhealthy environment gives you stability. You're saving to leave. It's over. As soon as you get $500 of that fucking bus ticket, you are out of here. There's your 500. And you left. Oh, you can't believe it. You are being called, and the higher spirit is leading you out of pain and heartbreak into a different place where you can see. Okay, here's the moon and here's shame. A broken heart. I think you're going to have an inner journey, my friend. And you're going to figure out some stuff. And there's a couple of unpleasant truths. Oh, and you're angry. You're angry and you want justice. Mad at your mom and dad? Are you somebody that loved you? And there's the High Priestess. Who are you mad at? Who are you mad at? The Sun and the High Priestess. There's no... Your light and your dark in alignment with each other, because I mean the High Priestess isn't dark, but she doesn't run around on sun-swept beaches, right? So you've got the Sun and the High Priestess, and they're kind of, even though they're the same thing, they're mutually exclusive, right? It's the like the obvious and the not obvious, two sides of the same coin. That is to be one. And two. Duality. What you had. And just because be humble, don't get uppity. Just because things come easily to you. Okay? Luck is with you. And because of you, probably, because of you, the people's lives around you are better, I would say. Yes, because and they look up to you. But you are driving yourself, you're killing yourself for something, a lifetime of something that just doesn't work or isn't true. And you're mad and you want justice. I do not know what it is. I think it's some kind of therapy stuff. Awful parents. And and you broke out of their role. Right? Something hidden here. Is it the part that is it the part of their negative comments about you that is real? Because it's all or nothing with you, right? It can't be any realistic kind of shame. It's crazy shame. It's crazy levels of fucking shame, and you just collapse at the thought of feeling that because it's so exaggerated that you can't. It's debilitating. Criticism of that nature. And rather than endure that, you would work yourself to death. And I mean death. Rather than stop and admit that you can't do it. Is that to say that the shame that they hang over your head is therefore real? These are questions I want you to be asking yourself. And the more I read this, look at this, I mean, it's there. The more I see it, the more John Bradshaw. Healing the shame that binds you. And he also wrote that parenting book which saved my life and my sanity. The 1, 2, 3 Parenting, John Bradshaw. Did wonders for me. Shame. The first thing, there's shame and there's guilt. You must always be ashamed. You must always be. You will never get out of that fucking hole. You'll never be good enough. There's always something, right? I mean, even if there's not, you must think of yourself in a shameful way. I wish I was good enough. I'm almost good enough. If you say I'm good enough, then I'm good enough. If I could get him to say I'm good enough, then I'm good enough. Then I don't have to feel this shame. If he says I'm good enough, but you cannot say it to yourself. Do you see that truth? Spirit says do it. 4 of Swords. Withdraw and recuperation. Withdraw. You got the Hermit. A second chance. The 4 of Swords. Withdraw. Recuperation. The party's over. You got it. You've lost your sexy. Okay? You got to get you got to get your flow back. And there's 2 of Pentacles. That's free falling. Oh my God. Stop it. It's not working. You're going to put that down. You got to put down those old feelings, that old way. That man that you trusted is also the father that you struck out away from. You've got to balance out your thoughts about this person. And you're mad. Are you mad at your dad? You're freaking mad at your family. 8 of Swords, okay? I'll show him. My family will never be like mine was. Ten of Cups. Ooh. You're holding on to what you want. You believe firmly in what you want. Coming from a house that you don't want to be in because you're going for your 10 of Cups. You're going to strike out for your 10 of Cups. You're leaving to find your 10 of Cups. This is the end of that 5 of Cup bullshit. You didn't want none of it either. And there you have these other fucking cups too. I'm out of here because I got my bus ticket. There's the sun. My future awaits me. Got my ticket. Broken heart. It breaks my heart to go, but I'm fucking out of here. Y'all never loved me, didn't understand me. I'm gonna go. I'm called justice. It's the right thing to do. I've got to go find my people where my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Where I can explore this darkness. This is what I've been working for all my life. The time is now or never. Here I go. My heart is full. The new game. 10 of Wands. You're just packing a heavy burden, and it's hate. It's hate. You are doing something so monstrously huge. Oh, and there's death. Justice, anger, and death. Justice. And the High Priestess again, upside down. Okay, Sun, the High Priestess. This is crazy, man. This is nuts. I have serious concerns. This seems to me to be the acting out of a young and rashness and foolishness. There's not a hint of sanity anywhere in this, except for up here when this has driven you insane, okay? And you are not thinking right. And I do say, I can't get through this. I don't. I can only look at it. But that twisted into crazy, okay? And it didn't do it overnight either. That twisted into crazy, and when it's not twisted, and when it means you, love and light, man, and you're balanced. You're well balanced, and you have good luck. But this is where you are, and you're trying to get out of that. You're trying to think you are intelligently, you're emotionally intelligent. Remember that cake you made? You're artistic. You're able. It's possible. I know so many people I cannot have a conversation with. Even it's dangerous to say anything to anybody you pass in an aisle at Walmart because stupid just jumps off of them. Can't get that shit off. Death of a relationship. He is shipping out. You're leaving. And you're mad. You fucking what? How long have you been mad? And you just want to think. You want to fucking think and you're leaving. And you do, and it does say withdraw. It does say leave. I don't know why you're. Yes, I do. It's how you grew up. You've been mad all your life. And maybe this is a midlife crisis. All right? But you're going to do something really, really big. You're going to tip the scales. You're going to break free of this lifetime thing that you've yoked yourself under. You're going to back off and you're going to see what's real, what's not, what you like. And like I said, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Because this is complete destruction, but there was all kinds of good stuff in all this. Don't throw that out too. Because you leave yourself some support. Some positive support. Something that you love. Don't throw the love away. They're just people just like you. Stop feeling like a victim, a little bit. They were there for you right up until they couldn't be, right? See it as it is. People are all people, no matter who they are. Let's see. What else we got? I finally give up. Oh, and when I found that 23rd card, it came up in the deck yesterday. Maybe, I don't know why this is so infernally difficult to No, that is not right. I'm going to do it like this because my dyslexia kicked in. Maybe that's why I can't get the fucking cards in the box, because they got extra cards in there. I mean, it didn't come with a book or any sort, no way to check. And I didn't look because they're all the same. I know these cards. Just started playing with them. Oh, problems. Spirit. What advice do you have, Spirit? Anger only holds us back, or it burns us up. What is your advice, Spirit? I can't do it. Okay. Page of Wands. Blah, 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 ideas. I want to escape your fucking running mouth. I don't want to hear your shit. You're shoving your ideas down my throat. I'm leaving. You know what I'm worth? I got all kinds of fucking ideas. I'll show you. I don't know what the fuck I waited so long for. Oh. You will never get me again. I'll have everything I want. Power, money, girls, women, cars. And then you have the Eight of Swords, because you're carrying that all around. That's a little mental. That's a little mental struggle. If you don't deal with it, you'll never be happy. You've got to look inside. You don't really... You say you know your value, but you think that you don't... I know my value. But inside you think that you don't have any. There's the Seven of Swords. Because you lie and deceive yourself. And then there's the Well, which I think is the world. Yeah. This is over. A big part of your life is ending, and you need to talk to somebody about your feelings. You've packed around bad, and there's the High Priestess again. You're getting ready to crack open some darkness, my friend. Because there's the sun, and the three faces of the goddess are turned toward you. High Priestess, High Priestess, High Priestess, Sun. Oh, what is on the top of this here? And Judgment. Okay, so you got Judgment, Death, Judgment, Justice. This is some big shit. This is a big fucking deal, okay? You need to pay attention to what's going on around you. You need to get control of your fucking anger. Whatever it is that has fueled you through your life, or what are you going to do without that, okay? Without this toxic shame. When you lay that down, what are you going to do without it? This is traumatic, and it's going to hit you on every fucking... It's like a karmic fulfillment. It is the completion of a punishment that you imposed on yourself. But there were good things in the punishment, right? And there were things that you feel that you were really bad at, and things that you could have done better at. And there's something toxic in here, and only you, John Bradshaw, healing the shame that binds you. Forgive yourself, feel the love, be humble, and that there's shameful and shameless. And these are the people that act superior to everybody. It says that don't be a peacock. You go from shameful, shameless, which is also in that book. And that's acting out. And I know, once again, my best example is my alcoholism. But I would, when I came back home from Crazy Town a little bit, I would swing because you just don't know what normal is. You don't know. And I would swing from to da, 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 until I finally found my balance after I made the change. And my balance came to me, and oh my God, one kind thought, if I was ever caught myself having a kind thought about myself, well, you did a good job today, Melissa. Way to go with your sober ass. You're fucking bad at it. Guilt would flood in and squash that. Don't you ever feel good again. Do you know what you did? Do you know what you have done? Don't you ever feel good about anything again. And I had to fight that off for a long time. There was first there was the choice to change something, and then there was feeling good about it, the guilt about feeling good about it, and then there was, you don't feel guilty, you know, and I had to do a lot of self-talk. Why do you feel guilty about doing a good thing for yourself? You know, once I become a mother, that's the last thing I ever bought for myself. And I started buying myself tarot cards because my entire life has been bought at Goodwill. And still, the crap cards are the only way I can justify it. But I decided to give myself something. Because we spend our everything goes on garbage. Why can't I direct where some of it goes? And why can't some of it go to me? Guilty. The very first deck I bought here a couple years back. Oh, guilty. You don't need that. And now I'm like scouring the bargain bins for free shipping. How many decks can I get for $10? You know, it's good for me. It's good for me. I feel good about it. You should feel good about it too. It's good to give to yourself. Now, don't go out and cultivate a gambler's anonymous addiction, you know. And this, I don't know. I'm okay with it right now. I'm happy. If I see something I really, really want, I'm going to start looking it up because the bargain is the thrill. It's a thrill. I like it. And it's a justification. Okay, you can have this because you looked for it 6 months and found it for... Well, I did use a $70 coupon on a quilting rack once, and it was glorious. And I enjoyed that aspect of it too. Find something you love. Give it to yourself. Don't feel guilty about it. Get to the bottom of the shame. This is hard. How dare you fucking feel okay about yourself? How dare you fuck up like this? This is a fuck up. This is something that has not worked. And maybe your pride kept you telling everybody it was working just fine because you didn't want to feel this. This is something major, and you've got to get through it. And I think this is a little snapshot of you back when you left home. You struck out on your own. You're incredibly fucking stubborn. And you spent a lifetime of not seeing that you're just like who you said you wouldn't be. And not only do you have to forgive yourself, you've got to forgive them. To not forgive, you're just like them. You are. You're just like them, and they're not the devils that you wanted to see them as. You know? And it's all about pride and a realistic idea of who you really are. And we are all people. We are all flawed people that love each other. And the love is more important than the rage. And the goddess is looking at you. And you're seeking her. She's there. Just outside. And soon there will be no shadows, because the sun will cast its light on everything, and there will be justice and judgment. Are you going to give yourself a second chance? Are you going to start something new? Are you finally going to give yourself what you want? And you're imprisoned by this anger, this grudge that you pack. Shit. Maybe it set you free and it got you out the door and on your merry way, okay? But you've been packing this your entire life, and it's really only hindered you after the first 5 miles. It served its purpose. It got you out the door, okay? Let it go. Let love back into your life. I'm feeling pretty good about it. How about you? Oh, alrighty. That did seem to be a little bit easier. Like I said, I took 3 big pills of turmeric with pepper, and I'm drinking that green tea. And it's an hour. Okay, see you soon. Bye.